Hello, this is Weiqi Liu from the Office of Online Education. Today in this tutorial, I will talk about a tool called Padlet, which is an interactive tool that instructor could use to engage students in class time. So first of all, you will need to go to the Padlet website. You just need to search on Google and you type in Padlet, and it will take you here in this home page. After that, you will need to sign up for a free account. So you could use your Codewell account to sign up for it. After that, you just need to log in, and then it will take you to your home page of the Padlet. Okay, so since I already signed up and I already have an account, so I will just directly log in. And after I log in, it led me to this Padlet homepage. Alright, so this is my homepage, and as you can see, I don't have much Padlet here. That's because Padlet only allowed for 3 Padlets created if you are using a free account. If you want to upgrade to a paid version, then you could click on this upgrade button here. Alright, so like I said before, this is the homepage of my Padlet. I will first introduce some features here, and then I will go directly into how we could create a Padlet. Alright, so once you are at the homepage, you can see on the top bar here we have multiple buttons. The first one is Make a Padlet, which we will talk about later, and the second one is Join a Padlet, which means you could just click on that and insert a URL that other people provide to you, and then you could join their Padlet. Alright, and the third one, which I find very useful, is this gallery. If you click into that, you will notice there's a lot of Padlets listed underneath here. Those Padlets are created by other people, and if you found certain Padlet are useful and you like the style of it, you could click into the certain Padlet. Alright, and then only one button here on the right upper corner, you see this button called Remake. You just click on that, and this Padlet will go to your homepage library, and then you could customize it using this template here. So it's quite fantastic if you have some wonderful template here and you want to remake it. Then you could come in this gallery here and then have a try. Okay, so after that, we'll go back to the home page, and as you can see on the left hand side we have a menu. Basically it just means like the recent Padlet that you make, the Padlet you share and you like, and also some Padlet that you archive. Alright, so those are the features on the homepage interface. After that, I would like to show you what a Padlet looks like. So I already have this programming Padlet here. So this is what it looks like. It has its name, it has its date, and also you will see something like a post here and with material inside it. Alright, so this is a Padlet. No matter instructor or student, they could all come in here. If the instructor share the link with student, they could all post here using like text, using video, or even PDF. Alright, so that's the end goal of this section. So now I will close this one and I will show you how to make a Padlet by yourself. So first of all, you will go to this Make a Padlet button. Once you click on that, it will ask you to select a different template. I would say the wall, canvas, and the grid system are the most popular one. definitely you could try those like map timeline if you want. If you got your account, feel free to play around and see which one suits your need. Okay, so now I will choose this wall template, and then I come in here. Once I'm in here, as you can see, you have this right hand side menu pop up. It will say welcome to your Padlet. First thing, you wanted to give it a name, so I will just type in test Padlet. There you go. And then I will be able to give it a description, like if you feel the space is not enough, you could definitely drag this triangle here to enlarge the space. Okay, so I will just say something like, this is a demo Padlet made by Wei Chi. Okay, there you go. So after that, after the description, you could go to the icon. Icon just mean you could give a custom icon for the title. So yeah, whatever, I could just pick a cat. All right, so it will pop up here. Or you could choose no icon. After that, we come to the parts of address. So here you will be able to customize your address, which is the URL. If you don't customize it, it will just show this random string. But you could definitely, by typing in, words. Oops, yeah, I need to use the underscore. Okay, so this is the URL then. Since you customize it, so if the student type in the browser box, they will just search test underscore Padlet, then they will get to this Padlet here. Okay, so I mean, for all those parts, you could fill it out, or you could just leave it as default. You don't really need to customize if you don't want to. Okay, and then we come to the appearance part. Here you need to choose the wallpaper, which is the background. I like this background, so I will not change it, but to show you how you could change the background, you just need to click into this little arrow here, and you will go into a different option. You could choose like the single color, you could choose texture, paper, whatever. Even you could just upload your wallpaper by yourself. All right, after that, you will need to choose the color scheme. This is the white and this is the black one. I will go with the white. And the fonts just mean different font style. I will go with this one. Okay. After that, I would say the most important part comes. So the posting. So here you'll be able to customize those settings by yourself, like attribution. That means like, do you want the post have their author's name? If you enable this option, if a student A make a post here on your Padlet, his name will pop up on the Padlet. All right, so if you want to keep track of the student's progress and see like which student are most engaging in those activities, then you could definitely turn this on. All right, and the next one is new post position. That means like, do you want the first always come to the top? Then you could choose the first. If you want the last one, then you could change it to the last. However, I would recommend go with the first, because we want the most updated one stay on the top, right? Okay. After that, the next is comment. So comment just means if a student or the instructor post here, and then other people see the post, and then they will be able to comment on the post if you enable this function here. Okay. And I do recommend that because sometimes you do want students to interact with others using this Padlet. And the next thing is the reaction. Just mean you could add those like, vote, star to the post that a student make or an instructor make. If you don't like those, then you just select none. Okay. And the last thing here is the content filter. So let's say this Padlet space is public, which means every student in your class could post here. So in this case, you might want to take a control of the flow, which means sometimes you will need to control of the content that student post. Then you could enable this button here, which means whatever a student make a post, the post will go over to you, and then you need to kind of look through it and see whether that's appropriate to post here. Then after your approval, then the post will come up. If you denied it, then the post will not post it on this in this space. Okay. And I will just turn it off for my test purpose. And then the last one is filter those bad words. You know, if you want to cultivate a good vibe in this space, then you probably want to turn this on to prevent students saying something bad, you know. Okay, after all those settings, then we'll just need to click next. And there you go. You could start posting now. Alright, so on this little background wall here, it is nothing. Then how could we make a post? There are two ways. First, you could click on the button, the plus button here on the bottom right corner. Then it will pop up this little panel for you to write something. Or you could just double click on the screen, and there you go. The post pop up, and we will need to give it a name. So let's have a welcome message, since it's now the start of the semester, like welcome to the class. All right. So after that, you could write something down here. Let's see, please introduce yourself. Okay. All right, so that's it. If you want to write more, then you could definitely do that. After that, you will notice that there are multiple buttons down there for you to use. So the first one is you could upload something like a PDF, like a Word document here inside this post. You just need to click that and that pick a file from your computer. Okay. Since I don't have a file existing for demonstration, then I will just skip this part. But normally it's just like upload a file to Google Drive. You just select the file and then it will automatically go here. Alright, so the next option is link, which means you could directly post a link here, so student will automatically click on the link and go to the material that you want them to see. Okay, so let's say I have I want to post the Wikipedia's website. Then I just need to, in my browser, go to that website. Okay, and then copy the URL, and then I come back here, and then I paste, and then save. There you go. Now you will see this Wikipedia website is listed here, and students just need to click on this website, and then they will redirect to the Wikipedia. All right. Okay. And the third option here is the Google, which I found is really useful. You just need to type in anything here. You could search it by image, you could search it by video, you know, audio or web. It all comes here. Okay, so let me choose a video then. Let's choose this one. There you go. It's so easy, just multiple click and then a video is inserted here. Okay, and then student will be able to click into that and view the whole video. They could expand it, they could open it in a new tab to watch it. All right, so those are very useful setting. After that, the one with the camera just means you want to take a snap of yourself or anything on your screen, then you could click on that. Okay, so those are the 4 options that you could choose to use. Another thing that I want to mention is these 3 dots. If you click on the more, it will allow you to have more functionality. So the upload we already talked about, Google already talked about, and then you will see film. Just mean you could, by clicking on this film button, you could directly record yourself with your webcam, and then you will directly upload it here. And the voice just mean you could record your voice as well. Screen just mean you could now actually capturing your screen, talk about a lecture, and then after you finish, it will upload it here within the post. It's quite useful. And the draw just mean like you draw on a whiteboard. Alright, so those are the advanced features. If you are interested in those, feel free to contact us. So I will walk you through how to use a specific tool, okay? Alright, after that, we already know how to create a Padlet, and now we know how to create posts here. The next step is how could we make this Padlet interactive? How could students actually come into here and then make interaction with other people or with the instructor? So now I have this post here. What can I share? Like where can I share with my student this Padlet? So if you go to the right upper corner here, you will see a button called Share. If you click on that, it will allow you to add members. So you will need to insert their email, and then they will be added here. Okay, and they will receive an email invitation. If you have like multiple students, like 20, then you might not like this way. Then what I suggest is you could just copy the link of this Padlet and then post this link in Blackboard or, you know, through email and send it to your student. And then they will come in here, come in this space by clicking on that link. Okay. And the next one is get a QR code. You could definitely do that. You could just, as you could see, after you open up the QR code, you'll be able to download it as an image. After you download it, you just send this image to your student, and they will be able to use their cell phone to scan it, and then they will come into here. All right. Okay. After that, I will talk about this embed in your blog or your website. So this is useful if you want to embed this Padlet in Blackboard. So I will talk about this later and demonstrate how. But for now, I will just continue. Okay, and definitely you could try posted this Padlet in other social media as well. But it's really depends on you whether you want to do that or not. Okay, so that's how we could share this Padlet with the student. And another thing that I want to talk about is this privacy setting. So for now, the setting is the visitor could write on this Padlet, which means they will be able to post, they will be able to write comment. If you want to change this privacy, then you could click on that and then change it to need password or public or private. So what I would recommend is you could keep it a secret. So that means only the people who you share this Padlet with, they could view it. Otherwise, people on the internet, they couldn't search it, they couldn't view it. So this is something like the YouTube unlisted function. Okay. So underneath, you will see the visitor permissions here. You could definitely choose it to write, and then edit and read. So by default, the setting is you can write on the Padlet. Okay. So by doing this, people could only edit their own post. They couldn't edit other people's posts. If you give them edit permission, the student will be able to change other people's posts. So I don't recommend this. If you want to keep a control of the space, I would recommend go with the write permission. Okay. After that, since I already copied the link, now I will use my other device, play as a student, and let you see how it works. So let's assume that we share the link to student. Student click into the link and they join. So right now I already used my phone to log into this test Padlet using another account. So now if I make a comment here through my other device, hello instructor. So once I make the comment, as you could see on my browser here, this person make a comment and it is said hello instructor. All right, so this is how students could interact with each other, and then they could share material. All right, and that's kind of the way that Padlets work. After that, I will talk about some setting here. As you could see, this setting gear here just means you could always come back into here to change the setting. And also, if at some point you want to change the format of this Padlet, then you could go into the 3 dots here, and then you go to change format, and then you'll be able to choose different system. Like if I go with the timeline, it will just show the Padlet like this. It will have this timeline here, and then each post will take up a spot. All right, so that's it. That's how Padlet work. And final thing that I want to talk about is how could we embed this Padlet into Blackboard so we don't need to jump from a system to another. Okay, so first you will need to log into your Blackboard. So once you log into your Blackboard, you will need to go to your course menu here, choose a course. So I will choose my practice course for demonstration. So after I'm here, I'll be able to go to any content area. So I will choose this course content. And then I'll be able to go into the build content, and I will just select item. After that, I will give it a name. So let's say Padlet. I will go with demo this time. Okay. And after I give it a name, when I come into this text box here, as you can see, normally when you create item, you will just type in text here or insert an image, a video, something like that. However, in this case, if you want to embed Padlet here, you will need to go back. You will need to go to HTML, this button here. click on that, and it will open up this window for you. And now, what are we going to paste here? First, we will need to go back to the Padlet tab and go back to the Share button. And here, we will go to the choice, Embed in your blog or your website. As you can see, it has multiple code here. There are different code snippets here for you to choose. I would say you don't need to worry about the second and third one. We will always use the first one. So you don't need to understand what those codes are and what do they mean. You just need to click on this copy button, and then we go back to the Blackboard and we click on this HTML windows again, and it should pop up this, and then we just need to paste, and that's it, and we update it. Now you will see a very big yellow box here without any content. That is normal, don't panic. After we submit it, you will see the Padlet coming out. Okay, we need to go back all the way to the end. Okay, so this is the Padlet, there you go. And this is the Padlet demo I just created. And as you can see, it looks exactly the same as the one that we saw on the browser. So here, imagine that if you embed this Padlet here in Blackboard, whenever students log into their Blackboard, they will be able to see this one. And they will be able to respond directly through Blackboard. They could make a post here. As you can see, this is a second post, you know, and then they will be able to share material content as well. And that's quite convenient because they don't need to open another tab in the browser and then jump back and forth. They only need to go into the Blackboard and then locate that specific Padlet assignment that you posted there, and then they will be able to interact through the Blackboard. And that's it. Alright, so that's all the content that I will cover for Padlet. I hope you find this tool useful and convenient. If you have any further questions, please feel free to contact us through email or phone. Alright, thank you for listening.